Good morning. Now, this morning, you've got me not only in audio, but you've got me in video. Now, my team have told me that I should try doing videos of my podcasts because apparently people like them. So, I don't know, maybe you can tell me whether you like them or not. The funny thing about this is that you now know my secret, that I record my podcast in my wardrobe. So here I am sitting on the floor of my dressing room. Now, why do I record my podcast in my bedroom? Well, it's not even my bedroom, it's my wardrobe. Why do I do that? Funny story. So I'm very bad at making excuses to not do things if things are hard. Right. So when I was doing this recording a podcast, it seemed like a lot of barriers. There was like, well, you've got to have the right microphone. You've got to have the right setup. You've got to have the right this. You've got to have the right that. I thought, you know what, this is all too hard. Then I was talking to a friend and I said, you know, what do I do? And he's a very good technical, kind of soundy, techie, amazing video person. And I said, well, what do I do if I'm traveling? Because my life is so here and scarum all over the place. I was like, what happens if I'm traveling? What happens if then I don't have my big fancy microphone? What if I don't have my big fancy light? What if I don't have my big fancy chair? You know, all the bullshit that you think you need, because we always think we need stuff, don't we? And actually, he said, you know what? You just need to be around soft fabric. So if you are surrounding yourself by soft fabric, he said, literally sit on the floor in your hotel room and throw a duvet over your head or sit really closely to a coat, because soft fabric makes great sounds and then you won't have weird, hard noise. And I was like, okay, so let's see how good this is. I started recording my podcast when I started a couple of months ago in the bottom of my wardrobe here. I have a dressing room. Since my children have started moving out, I've got more space. So I had a whole room full of all my clothing. I love this room. I come in here and all my clothes are laid out. But it's a really soft room full of soft fabric. So I get to sit here and you know what? The sound quality is actually really good. So I don't use techie microphones. I don't use any techie shit at all. I just sit here on the floor and yabber to you every time I do my podcast, which is twice a week. And I love it. So I don't know whether you care about the video or whether you don't, but I've been told people care about videos. So I thought, go on then, I'll turn my camera on. So welcome to my Monday morning meeting. I have my planner here. For those of you who've seen my planner, this is it. Big fat purpose planner. Love this planner. It's a big fat book. Look at it. It's a big fat book. And I sit here and have my meeting every Monday with myself where I consider what is happening in my week. This week is a funny old week. This is a funny old week because I'm in the final week of the deadline for my latest book, Energy. Ironically, what do I need? Energy. So that's what I'm doing. I'm writing the book, Energy. It's a big week because I do have a deadline officially signed with a publisher, and I have got to get it out by the end of the month. And the end of this week is the 28th of Jan. So I've actually got till next Wednesday, but I want to give myself 3 days up my sleeve, up my sleeve, just in case I need those extra 3 days. So this is the week to finish the book. This is the week I'm going to be doing all of my writing. Now, when I opened my planner for my meeting with myself, I noticed, see, there's a quote. I always put quotes in. And, I'm always surprised at what's in this planner. I don't know why I'm surprised. Designed it, created it, chose the quotes, did it all. Anyway, in here, the quote for this week is one from George Washington. And it says that 99% of all failures come from people who have a habit of making excuses. That is the perfect quote for this week. That's the perfect quote for writing a book. It's the perfect quote for doing a podcast. It's actually the perfect quote for doing everything, right? Because what are we like? We just make excuses. We've got all these reasons why shit. Now my hair's annoying me. See, it's early in the morning on my Monday morning and my hair's all fluffy. It's very warm, humid. My hair's all gone fluffy. And now I'm distracted by my hair because I'm looking at my hair and normally I don't have my camera on. Anyway, that might be a reason not to have my camera on next Monday. But here we are. I will carry on. No excuses, Lisa. Not even the frizzy hair. See, right there. There's always an excuse. And I'm very good at excuses. What about you? I reckon excuses are really bloody easy to find, aren't they? So the excuse of not to have the book finished would be very easy. Oh, it was busy. Oh, it was summer. Oh, the kids went at school. Oh, I was hectic. Oh, we had a holiday. Oh, Santa came. Fucking all the stories, right? Whatever. But what are the excuses? The excuse for not getting a podcast going for years was because it was too hard and because I didn't want to have to juggle and wrangle people. Then I was like, okay, how can I make this podcast work for me? So I went, right, I know I won't have other people. Boom. Then I've only got to organise myself. I can annoy myself. I can upset myself. I can be late for myself. Everything's fine when I work with myself. That's why I'm self-employed. Love it. Right. So I love that. Then I was like, okay, what about all this technology bullshit? Like everything in my life has to work no matter where I am. So I have to be able to work from a car, from a plane, from a hotel. I really can't be traipsing around the country with enormous amounts of equipment and shit. So I kind of like to be low maintenance. I'm very high maintenance, low maintenance. A friend once said to me, you're the most low maintenance, high maintenance person I've ever met, Lisa. And I think that's true. So this week, I'm thinking, what do I need to be low maintenance? What do I need to achieve the outcome? And I normally have 4 focuses in my planner every week. This week, I've got 1. This week, write the damn book. Write that book. That is it. All I've got to do is write. Now, so what are the conditions I need to be in the best space for writing? That's the next question I ask myself in my meeting. So what I need is I need no fuckery. So no fuckery. I've written that down. Don't want any fuckery this week. How do I assure there is no fuckery? When you have a big life, a big family, a whole bunch of people, how do you do that? Right, so you have a meeting. And do a bit of a briefing with the crew. So my family briefings go a little bit like this. Got a big week, people. Big week. This is not the week for any fuckery. So I'd really appreciate you all pulling your weight. I'd appreciate you all leaning in. I need to give you all some jobs. I've got to get as much off my plate as possible. So I've got to take all the things I normally do and just not do them because this book really needs me. So needs me, right? This book needs me. So I'm the only one that can write it. I'm the author. So no pressure. But I need to write this book and I need to have the right energy to write this book. So then I go, what's the perfect scenario? And I think thinking in perfect scenarios is really useful. And we never think in perfect scenarios because we always go, well, there's no way it'll work out like that, right? But you know the old saying, what is it? If you aim for the moon, you at least land in the stars or something. I think if you aim for perfect, you've got more chance of getting there. So what is the perfect conditions for me this week? Here's the perfect conditions. I need a lot of sleep. I need a lot of fans. I'm very warm. I'm not good at being warm. I can't think when I'm hot. So I need a lot of fans. I need fans when I sleep, fans when I write. I've actually got one that sits around my neck. It looks like from a distance I'm quite cool. Like I might even have headphones just hanging around my neck, just chilling. But no, I'm not cool. I'm a hot, sweaty old lady and I like airflow. So it's I should have bought it, shouldn't I, to show you. It's looks like headphones, hangs on my neck and has little fans and they sit under my chin, blow cold air under my face at all times. Unbelievable invention. I went to visit a friend in a rest home and one of the nurses had one on and I said, right there, I need that. Amazing. So that makes me happy. So the perfect conditions for me are lots of airflow, lots of sleep. I need meals. So I'm planning out my meals. I've planned out all my favourite foods. When I'm writing, I want to be very comfortable. So I want to eat comfortable things. I want to eat things that make me feel nurtured and looked after, because for me to squeeze all the juice out of my lemon, I need my lemon to be looked after. So I'm like, how do I look after myself? I make myself yummy, yummy food, like things like roast chicken. Oh my God, yum. Don't you love a roast chicken? I love a roast chicken. Yum, right? I need to think about what am I going to eat and plan my meal. So my daughter's an amazing, amazing cook. And she said, Mum, I'll do your lunches for the week. And I'm like, yes, that would be amazing. God, you're gorgeous. Thank you. So she's making me lunches. And so I know that my lunches are taken care of, right? So I will write and write and write and write and write. And then when I've exhausted myself, I write in a room off the house. So I come in and I'll have a coffee. I have a coffee, sit with the animals, chat with Mark, just chill out, have a little bit of a break. Then I will maybe do little bit of admin of some sort, and then I will go back with a second coffee, 2 coffees a day, back and write more, right? And that's my perfect scenario. Then I will eat lunch and I'll, just allow myself a little bit of TikTok-y kind of Instagram-y real time, because I do love a bit of social media. So I have a bit of a play, a bit of inspiration. Then I'll have a lie down because I've been writing really early in the morning. So then I will lie in what I call my rest nest. I have a rest nest, and there's a pile of blankets and bolsters, and I will have at least a 45-minute nap. And then just as I come out of that nap, I find I'm in the best space to write. So it's like getting 2 mornings, isn't it? 2 mornings, because I write and I sleep, and then I write and I sleep. So it's good. So that's what I'll be doing. So the best conditions. So I want you to think about when you have a really big week, when you've got a hectic week at work, when you've got a hectic week anywhere, what are the perfect conditions for you in that week? And what do you need to do? So I've gone through and gone, right, everything's got to go out of my diary. I've got to outsource everything. So no, I can't go to that meeting. No, I can't make that phone call. No, I can't take the dog to the vet. No, I can't do anything. Actually, it's all got to go because I have 1 week to make this book happen. And if I don't, I'm going to bugger myself up. And ultimately, that's just excuses, aren't they? So what excuses are you making? I think it's really good. What are the conditions you need? Do you need all the best setup in the world? What are you doing? Are you waiting on something to be perfect so you can get it done? Because turns out you don't need a big microphone or a big boom arm or a setup. You just need a wardrobe and you can have a podcast. See? I don't think things are as hard as we want to make them sometimes. So when you think about that, there's probably somewhere in your life that you are right now going, yes, well, when the conditions are perfect, I will do this thing. When I have all the time in the world, I'll write a book. When I have all the time in the world, I'll do something. What are you going to do? And I think it's bollocks. So I like what George Washington said, that 99% of all of our failures come from excuses. So I will not fail this book. This book is going to get written. This is my Monday morning commitment to myself. My planner this week is jack all written in it because I'm not going to do much. I'm just going to write, eat, sleep. Write, eat, sleep. And I'm going to let people lean into helping me because it's a big job. And you know what? They will all benefit from this book. This book is going to be very beneficial and to my business. My business is beneficial to my family. So everyone's going to benefit. So there you go. So thank you for listening to my Monday morning ramblings in my wardrobe. I hope you like this. If you like the video, tell me and I might do it again. If you don't like the video, don't worry about it. If I don't hear from any of you, I'll go, do you know what? No one cared about the bloody video. Not doing the video next time. I'll just sit and talk to myself. There you go. Happy Monday. Have a great week. See you soon.